ready to act. Of course.
Oh, you're thinking about yet to live? Yeah. I was thinking you would be smart enough to understand what would happen if you attacked me after I brought you across. Well, my mistake for assuming you had any capability of thinking, eh? Okay, now I need to go over there again. So I'm gonna check out the room where the golem was. Okay, I'm smart. I figured this out. Now what do we have here? Shum, treasures, and the dusk ritual. Interesting. Said depicts a woman whose eyes blaze with light. She appears to be waiting for something to be placed in her arms. Sun gem. That is going to open the dark for us, I'm assuming. Stuns. Ooh, fire damage, nice. Got power. So much pixel lights on the pedestal. There's a lot going on here that I'm not getting this now. Okay, but we do have something else that will open up a another of these shadow barriers.
If you say so.
Means we can continue along here. And we should also probably interact with the statue up here and find out what's that deal. Now that we have all three of the ritualistic books. Shade Lord, you shall be shaded upon most brutally. More shade wolves. It's always more shade wolves these days, isn't it? Nothing much to demand that he himself has prescribed. Learn the ritual of his punishment. Child of the Sun, shall you take the test of the holy ritual? You must prove your conviction before the Sun Lord shall offer up his symbol. Yeah, we should probably first read up on that before we decide to do this. +3, you say? Okay, so morning rituals. Smudged out, perhaps you could reduce the action if you had to scroll for the noon and evening. All the holy tome up to the sun and power shall be lessened, reflect previous. Okay. Let the voices chant the glorious songs of thy Lord. Rejoice the glory of that is reigns over dark. Okay, so the second part is hold the book up. The first part is let the voices sound the glorious songs. And the tens at the face, they shall give you strength. Okay, so we have to do a bit of guesswork. Get this done with. It is dawn, O seeker of light. What is thy first duty? I shall sing the hymn of the Sun Lord. Get it incorrect.
Are we gonna kill something now? Come on, maybe. Something
Shall
small.
say a prayer to the light. Earlier, do second in ritual. All time, no, I shall raise my hands, no, I shall hide the holy book that the sun might bless it. How shall the ritual end? I shall reflect on the glory of the light as it conquers the dark. And when my face is ready to face the final test. Okay, so we did the morning ritual now.
Very well.
I'm prepared to take the test. Sun is high, noon is upon us. Where's my coffee? I shall sing a hymn to praise Amoda. Raise my hands to the light. And I reflect on its glory. No! Don't do it, statue! Okay.
Come on, let's kill something now.
So I'll sing the hymn. Hands to the light. And rejoice at the dominance of light. So it's the noontide ritual. Okay. 2 down, 1 to go. Let's recite the tenets. Okay, so I have this. I got one more thing. Damn it. Never ends.
Then it's faulty. It has no effect.
Fucking shadows everywhere, I tell ya. Never ends.
Then it's faulty. This isn't working.
Yeah, excuse me.
This isn't working. This isn't working. Weapon has no effect.
Okay, we can go down here. Guess we can also cross here. We could open this door, but there doesn't really seem to be a point to doing so. It's just a bit of damage that we take every time we pass through from there. May I say indeed? Save game. And open the door. Great, goes downstairs.
Very well.
It is the Shadow Dragon, if I've ever seen one. And he's not gonna attack us so long as we don't attack him, because we are warded. And that's good. Now, in the living hell that is our existence, will we be able to do something about this? Or what are we supposed to be doing about it? That seems to be the rather blatant question of interest. So I don't really see anything to interact with. Apart from a giant fucking shadow dragon that I do not wish to interact with, mind you, for rather obvious reasons. Like that, it does not seem like a fight I can win outright, but also need to quickly check out for things because the internet has been fucking around a little bit on this fine day, and I would rather make sure it's actually working properly. That is. It is. It is. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Let me do a bit of a test, shall we? Da, da, da. Cesano, gasp! I've been tricked. Have you know? As they not actually, yeah, I knew my internet would be fucking up at some point. Oh, I do love it. Let's do this manually then. But thanks for reminding me and hello there, little strategy. Da, 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 da. And look what I can do, strategy. I can make things big. Where is it? Rabam. Look, I can make a big one now. Nice, isn't it? And good morning. Good morning indeed. Da 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 Not really, honestly. I'm not a fan of bits, but I do like that they added a bit more functionality to it. Technically speaking, I always prefer the more direct way, but because otherwise, basically, you'll give Twitch a cut. And who would want that now? Don't we? Bit of a pain in the ass, isn't it? Yeah, Scooby issues in his server page text avoided. Pretty much, yeah. Honestly, that is the whole reason why I do like Streamlabs outright, because quite frankly, they don't actually take much of a cut, which means, if you decide you want to give me a buck, you'll give me a buck. You pay a buck, I get a buck. Of course, banking is gonna take its money, but that's unavoidable. But at least not the in-between service takes anything extra from you. Because I kinda really do hate this. Really do hate this. Now give me one more second while I'm trying to, you know, determine what the fuck is going on. It's avoidable, but it's a whole video. Yeah, everything is avoidable if you're willing to go that far, let's just say. Okie dokie. So I do have a idea for this. Somewhat. Yeah, that's a rather important quest item, I would say. Sure, there's a Shadow Dragon there, and as the game has rather directly and politely pointed out, you're not supposed to be fighting it, because that would be rather suicidal. It is a Shadow Dragon. The Sunstone bullets will be kinda useful. Which means I'm gonna split those up, actually. Now, sounds insane to split something up that has so little ammunition already. And you're not gonna be too useful, little muzzy, I think, but... So save the game, try to rest in peace. Because I'm pretty sure there is a way forward here.
If you say so.
What you can do here, or what you could do originally, and I don't know if that is still the case, if you have the watch so the dragon is not immediately hostile. If it's not immediately hostile, you can start placing traps around it, trigger it to be hostile, and see it explode in a nice little spew of traps. I'm pretty sure if something was fixed, that is probably going to be something like it. We're going to try it.
Dance on the head of a pin as well.
However, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna...
A trap most devious for the careless
Well,
of foot.
maybe we can get away with it.
Now,
Because if you have to deal with something like this, like a fucking dragon, what you want
Most devious for
to
the
do is, of
careless
course,
foot.
You can
be
feel
somewhat
the
prepared.
wrongness of such a place. It has seeped into the very rocks themselves.
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Get the game.
all right, listen, Beefy. I may be an intelligent sword, but I've had no formal education.
Trap most devious for the careless of foot.
All right, listen, Beefy. I may be an intelligent sword, but I've had no formal
Trap
education.
most devious for the careless of foot.
Let's see if this works, and especially how much damage it does.
A trap most devious for the careless of foot.
Because right now I'm not feeling too confident in dealing with this particular
Trap
dragon.
most devious for the I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Okay, so go back a little bit. Shoot it with your little bow. Amusing that you petty fledglings would dare to disturb the slumber of the Shadow Dragon. Are you deaf? Blind? Whatever, I shall tear your bodies apart and feast on your innards while you whimper and cry for mercy. Could get him to badly injured, not bad. Okay, so if I'm a bit more prepared, I might be able to do some horrible things. Okay, so we go down here.
Do it.
Actually, will it react to me casting spells? I don't know, but we'll find out, I guess. In one way or another.
I am ready to act.
Nature's servant awaits. Jacques.
So that's just sitting there all nice and dandily. Everybody. Attack the dragon! Go fast enough. And not, you know, busily running away because we're all fucking feared. Fuck you, Shadow Dragon. Okay. It is a bit cheesy, to be fair. Let's get the job done. To get a nice amount of XP out of it, to be fair. I remember doing this in the past quite often for quite a few different enemies, actually. It is, I would like to say, a bit cheap in execution, but however, very, very efficient and lovingly. I also remember trying to fight this particular dragon fair at one point, and let me just say, that is not a wise choice. That is the definition of a very much not so wise choice.
Yes,
No, we'll just wait until everybody remembers how to come back.
I am ready.
And you know, not run away like a little bitch.
Done.
What did you drop for me? Shadow Dragon Scales.
Very well.
Up, up, up. And a nice amount of gold. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to gold now, am I? And a waste of the ward stone, but who needs the ward stone anyway, and you can just kill the dragon. From Fairska, discuss the process of explanation, Dragon Smith, Hammer of Thunderbolt, which intends to finish to ship the weapon. Coming with the Hammer of Thunderbolt, gauntlets of Ogre power into Girdle of Frost Giant Strange, and using the power of the Hammer's true name. From there, an ultimate weapon of destruction could still be completed using the scroll. Oh my. That's the sort of information we like to get our hands on. Now then, everybody come along, and somebody is at least, we have, by chance,
Yes,
anyone? Here, clean yourself a bit and rest anyway, because you're tired now. Well, ouch.
Whatever you
Now then, we dealt with the Shadow Dragon in the most profound way imaginable. I do like that that is still an option, because that is indeed very much so part of the most charming aspect of the original games. Just as, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I never played a Thief when as a main character, mostly because I was well aware that, there's options like this that you can very, very well use. Oh. And just pass through there? Yes, I can. Okay. Where? What else is down here? And there must be something more down here. I mean, no. It can't be it. You still have found it out. Where is the fucking exit out of this room? I don't fucking remember. Yeah, did I think about it? It's probably gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, there it is. Like, I've been looking for your exit. You have been hitting yourself well. Because technically speaking, this dragon is of course not the boss of the area. Holy shit, you're just gonna attack me. Oh, fuck me sideways, eh?
your mind.
Gonna give me a choice here, huh? Okay. You attack him. You attack Shadow Patrick.
Nature's servant.
You attack this one, you attack this one, you attack this one, you attack this one.
Miniature has escaped and returned with more souls to feed upon. Welcome all.
Pretty sure your avatar just went down in like one fucking... I think that's actually supposed to happen because you're using, when you're using the sunstone bullets. I like to see no matter. Find you light the darkness. The shadow chitters in the most disturbing manner.
Patrick. No, not Patrick. twisted spirit. My poor friends, what has he done to you?
Excellent, my servant. Our Lady Knight shall embrace the darkness and give the gift of flesh that I might keep my hold on this mortal fame.
Twisted fiend. Only death will stop me from avenging those noble souls that you have stolen.
I mean, what else was he supposed to be doing?
Gently, Lady Knight. You were to be my consort.
I would never join with you. Every fiber in my being would resist.
So noble. A knight on this altar would have made you a worthy consort. Don't look so harshly upon me. You would be a most evil shade. The laws of chaos subvert. The noblest souls in life make the deliciously evil undead.
I would assume so. Why else would all of the evil undead be so fucking interested in getting their hands on these?
You will be fully dead when I am through with you.
Is this how you will have it? Regrettable. However, we'd have ruled these weak fools together.
This isn't working. This isn't working.
Well then. We are not prepared at all, actually, for this. But
This isn't working.
Point the sword, and I shall strike.
This isn't working. This isn't working. This isn't working.
bit anticlimactic. To be fair.
It is done.
It is done
The
indeed.
vengeance is empty. Patrick and my companions had to serve in death as slaves to the Shade Lord.
I mean, we killed him pretty easily, considering. I mean, to be fair, we have been running around quite a bit and leveling up quite nicely, so I guess that is somewhat acceptable. Ah, let's see. All of that were regardless of what the Shade Lord did to them afterwards. Truly evil fate. But that I could honor their restless souls. Perhaps I would bring them some measure of peace. They were good people who fought always for justice. The god of this altar stood for as long dead. Would it not make a fine memorial for your fallen comrades? You could make an inscription. What? The altar was once a place of light, so shall it be again. Let us make this a memorial for these fine and noble friends. Scratches upon the altar.
My lost companions, my boon friends.
Mm-hmm.
May your souls rest in peace.
Oh, horrible, I know,
I shall
very
always
bad.
carry your courage and your honor with me. I shall strike down evil in your name.
No, noble heroes, that you are not forgotten. May this altar always stand as a monument to your unselfish courage. Farewell. And inscription if you would. Sure. Scratch, 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 scratch. Okay, then let's lay some equipment on the ground. You wouldn't mind me taking that with me, would you? Oh, apparently they wouldn't. Oh, then hello, little one.
You are welcome in my sight.
Freedom from his damnation. Thank you. Rangers, words fell off. She's dead. Well, you died as you lived, without leaving much of an impact. Now, sadly, but you had a nice large amount of gold on you. I'll take that with me. Look of Stars. Grade 6, plus 5 darts once per day. A very interesting ability you have there. Not really one I'm too taken by, so to speak.
I'm waiting.
Anything else we can do here?
Of course.
If we can explore this a bit more, I'll be willing to do so. Shall we? What to say? This its whole on map. I don't think there's anything interesting on here, but we're gonna take a fucking look around. Yeah, because this is basically the after map. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back downstairs basically and retrace our steps through the dungeon, see if we missed anything. I don't really think we did. So I think there's actually, technically speaking, a wolf cave around here. Wait, no.
That's what you want.
The Wolfies are. I'm pretty sure you can talk to them first, technically speaking, and engage them as well.
You desire.
Now? Please, come on.
Because they do also have an interest in getting rid of the Shade Lord. And also, now that I think about it, actually, there's technically speaking a good reason why you might want to come here a bit earlier than what I did. I think you should do the Yuma Hills probably a bit earlier, because some of the encounters in here, especially the ones with the higher undead, like, you know, greater mummies and shit, actually kind of reliant on the, I think, XP you have. Is it the XP you have? I think it's the XP that you yourself have, mind you. What did I level up at? That is a fighter, eh? I'll take it. Or was it as a mage? I have been as a mage. Means we're gonna need to set up some spells. And I also do need to remember to actually set up some resist fear spells again. I forgot that we don't have the anti-fear equipment any longer. Oh, man, do I miss my anti-fear equipment. That is a sort of shit that's absolutely fucking amazingly useful. Alright, I guess we're gonna explore the now much more friendly looking and much less dark, and I have no idea where to fucking go any longer, a map. And we can safely assume that we have done our due diligence, so to speak. And I guess then we're gonna do some traveling so that we can trigger little Mazzy's character quest as well. And I think it's actually the last companion. I think after that we have basically all available. I mean, not every one of them is at the upper coronet, sadly, but most of them are. As we said before, if there ever comes a time, and depending a bit on how long we continue doing this, there might as well come a time where we play Baldur's Gate again in the next, and I think we're gonna do a bit with the extension on some of the character quests, because some of them end rather abruptly. It does feel very much so like there should be more to it. Sadly, there never is more to it, unless you're willing to go for it. Really? Have you disappeared, wolf creature? Interesting. I did not expect that. Actually, since that is a bit too situational for my personal taste, let's put that aside as well. Oh well. Bit of a missed opportunity there, but meh. We have other things to worry about. Oh well. I guess not necessarily worry about any longer. Yeah, what actually is next? Yes, next we could, technically speaking, involve ourselves again with the main story, I suppose. Which means we actually have a choice coming up, namely we are going to side with either the Shadow Thieves or their competition. Is the rather major upcoming choice we have in our lab. We just need something to consider. I mean, one side is rather obviously pretty fucking evil, and I would probably not advise to get involved with them at all. For rather obvious reasons, never trust a fucking vampire, they're fucking bloodsuckers to begin with. Why the fuck would you invest any sort of trust into them is beyond me. Really never understand the whole romanticization of the vampire. Seems a bit strange, if you ask me, but alas. Let the people have their little visions about immortality and how great it is all gonna be, if they wish to. Really nothing else here, is there? At least that's not any longer a creepy area now. It's just a nice little forest. Sounds nice and dandy, doesn't it? But yeah, that is indeed a rather important choice to be made.
Righteousness shall prevail!
I mean, to be fair, normally I will side with the Shadow Seas. They are not to be trusted at all, but they are still far more trustworthy than the alternative. Which means that is probably going to be my choice once more. However, I of course will once more allow this choice to be contested. Seems reasonable enough if you ask me.
Whatever you want.
Okay, so we do need to go down here. Talk with our ogre friends, go in here, talk with the minister, and yeah. I mean, I guess technically we could take a stint down to the Witcher's Keep and engage with that a little bit. I do kind of like to keep that usually for later. Because it's basically just a long list of very annoying floors to go through. It's a giant dungeon. Truly a giant dungeon. Multiple floors with multiple annoyances all along the way.
Come on,
Of
what
course.
about now? Let's kill!
Just as one would suspect. Yes. That would be something I necessarily want to go through. To put it very mildly. 2 to 5 euros to go with the alternative. Yeah, that's. I think how much I dislike the idea. It's.
Is there something you need?
Yeah, it's not. Just didn't leave in peace in exchange. We have protected. The merchants are looking forward to it. Maluk wants to come to town to purchase supplies and things. It should be a great sight. But thank you. When I've thought of negotiating with these creatures, they will be better for Ibnisvale all around. I'm sad that you have been through. I see you have returned with none other than our halfling heroine. I'm relieved that she will... Muzzy. One of our companions who freed me from the clutches of a most dreadful Shade Lord. That was the actual bane of your village. Seems the Shade possessed your ranger and committed his evil acts from her body. Our companions are dead. Marilla was killed with the Shade, sadly. You have played here to thank for your salvation. I too would have perished were it not for our most timely intervention.
Oh, this is most.
I'll tell you what strategy. I will make you a deal. I'll do it for 10 fucking euros outside of the vampires, which is a horrible idea because they're gonna betray us abso-fucking-lutely. And as usual, you know, if you wanna spend 4 more, I'm even gonna do it with a fucking smile about it. How about that? I think it's a more than fair enough deal considering how much I dislike the idea. Because, come on, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that the other side is evil. And not in a good way. It's not cool evil. It's fucking idiotic evil. It's vampires. Yes, I'm of my ancestral stranger. It is lesser, but I assure you it is most strongly bound with magic to make it, right. At least give me 9, come on. 9 for fucking making a major change in my course in the game. Do you know how much that is going to influence, decision-wise, down the line? You know, we were talking about major things here, mind you. It's not a small decision, this is a fucking main story quest decision, huh? I have yourself a deal then. We've been used to. It's enough to rot. Yeah, glad to take any gold you have. Yeah, I think I'll have all I can offer you. I hope that is sufficient. Thanks to you again. It's a great relief to know that well will now be safe. Tell the townsfolk immediately. Oh, look, to the Roman. Welcome. Ah, we did well, didn't we? And our reputation has gone up. How much actually? 12? That's good. I'm gonna want to keep it at a reasonable level. Now, what does...
Brought you to the life. Surely some measure of madness.
And what brought you to this life? Well, Viconia, I know this might be shocking to you, but most of us lesser creatures engage in an act called fucking most profoundly in order to procreate. Do that often enough and voila, you have offspring. In my case, actually, you know, this is rather special because my daddy was, of course, Baal, and he had quite a bit of a Zeus complex, to put it mildly, as he went around the lands of Faerun and fucked every last little creature he found. Literally every last creature he found. He was absolutely non-discerning in any way whatsoever, so anything from, you know, probably a gnome up all the way to a fucking dragon, Baal put his dick in. Ebola. Slept 4 hours in the past 4 days, and today is the midsummer thingy. Oh, got some beers. This thing sits like a wooden club. I actually, since you actually told me that is a thing, also brought myself some beer, so I can actually spend it drinking. And I was kind of waiting for Saturday, because I actually made myself a nice little sticky note that go like, midsummer thingy. In quotation marks, excuse for drinks. Shit. Fine strategy, I'm not fucking even gonna play. Yay, we're gonna join the vampires! That's totally not gonna backfire anyway. Indeed. Happy Midsummer Fest to you as well, little Ermin. Enjoy your festivities and get yourself fucking blind drunk, because why not? We're gonna have so much fun with the vampires, won't we? Yes, yes. Oh well, I guess I just have to embrace my inner... I have no desire to be a vampire. Whatsoever. Oh well, let's explain to Viconia once again how, you know, fucking works. Fair enough, I have no plan to leave my house as well. Actually, no, I already did leave my house today. Actually, Kirish is being paid to do stuff he does not like to do in game. You're welcome to join if you... Indeed, actually everyone is welcome to join if they desire it. However, we'll make each and every decision a fucking die-hard, well, not so die-hard, negotiation effort. Apart from the set rate for me stop complaining about things. That is set as €4. Seems reasonable. Ah, well, actually there's a good opportunity since I do have need to prepare another pipe. You see, it all started a long time ago when strategy decided that, you know what would be fun? If you were to start collecting all the bloody fucking feathers in Assassin's Creed 2. Which, as you might know, is a pain in the ass. That is putting it mildly. So I was like, you know what? If you really want me to do this, how about you pay me for that? And after some negotiation, I was like, okay, give me $200 and I fucking do it. It's gonna take fucking hours of my life, so, you know, at least make it worth my while. And strategy then decided to go like, well, here you go. And ever since then, you know, strategy has been rather involved in the process of altering the course of my gameplay in fun ways by using his deep governmental pockets, basically, to make me do things I would usually not do. You know, like rescuing Keldon's relationship, which is something I hate to do, which makes it all the more fun for little strategy. Well, yes. And I see that you're getting very much closer in the other goals as well, which is also why we have some nonsense on the screen, like the thing, because I told that is not a debatable. Okay, to be fair, it is debatable. But in strategy, wanted to see what happens if I were to play this game on the highest difficulty, in which is a pain in the ass to deal with. I was like, okay, I'll do it. I mean, 2000 might be a bit high, but I'm not really wanting to get that much lower for reasons. He also wanted me to play this game on story difficulty, which is a pain in the ass that I would find no entertainment in at all, because combat is actually a rather large part of this game. And if every combat becomes meaningless, you're just gonna sit there and feel sad about yourself. Look at that, it's a little Ermin. He has subscribed. Oh, thank you very much, little Ermin. That too, of course, is always very much so appreciated. But yes, I've decided that I shall be basically just like every other bitch, quite buyable. Is the short version. And I appreciate it very much so. I appreciate indeed very much so. And you know, the rest is basically history. It started out with discussions about the difficulty, after which I said, okay, listen, here's your fucking list, and if you want me to play this game on lesser or more difficulties, there's your price list, go ahead. On the other side, my second, in this direction, it's kind of hard to do this, actually. This direction, you know, if you look on the other side, you can also feed me some stuff. It's like, yay. Basically. If you want me to eat a pizza, you know, give me $20 and I'll let you choose what the fuck I'm gonna eat. It's not just pizza, you know, kebab as well. I think the only thing I can't get around here is Tacos probably. Would have to look in a way to get that, but meh. But you have options. Strange options, and most of them are born of strategies, ideas, but I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say no. That would be a strange choice to be made. Indeed, you're paying me 20 and you can decide what I'm going to eat on this particular day. I'm gonna order some food, which is something I would normally not do because I'm fucking poor as fuck and cooking for yourself is far cheaper, so you have the option. And I'm gonna do it in this way because I really hate the idea that we involve a third party that is going to take any food you hate. It's actually a good question. I'm not too choosy because I'm kinda... I live the poor mindset basically. So long as it's edible, I'm not really ready. I mean, there are some pizzas I dislike a bit more. So some of these sauces especially are not really to my liking that we have around here. There is some kebab variants I'm not too fond of, technically speaking. Yeah, there's that. Like whale semen or something. Just asking questions. I mean, there is a sauce that kinda looks like what I would imagine that to look like, and it's not really a tasty, so I guess that's close enough, but yes. I mean, as long as you're not asking me to, you know, have a fucking homeless person sneeze on my pizza, I'm willing to give you some freedom of choice there. Technically speaking. Of course, you know, if it's something, yeah, but the question is, you know, I don't know what jizz tastes like, so I can only assume. That's my problem, you know. As I said, you know, there's these, I don't even know what it is. I think it's like, I think it had, at one point it had a garlic base, but they mixed in so many other things that it kind of doesn't taste like garlic any longer. It's white, it's sticky, it's not my most favorite. I'm gonna eat it if it's presented to me, mind you, but well, yes, if you want to break it down, but then again, it's just that I never had an opportunity nor a desire to find out what a jizz tastes like. Why would I? It's like, I mean, seriously, why would I? If you go peeing in the toilet, do you look down and go like, I really wonder what that tastes like? I don't. For some mystical reason, that's not the first thing coming through my mind space. It's like, I really wonder. But oh yeah. Basically, you know, so you have some options. You can literally do that. You can also, as I said before, you know, make decisions. You're like, okay, I want you to eat what, I don't know, some very specific pizza. I'll try to get it so far as possible. But, yeah, can have some fun with that. And since it's, since you can do this through a Streamlabs donation, meaning you have no third party involved that is going to up the prices on your end, basically it's a fair, pretty fair. Right, the banking cost is always going to be in between, but apart from that, basically there's no extra cost involved whatsoever because I hate the idea of jacking up the prices unnecessarily. Seems like a pain in the ass. Honestly, if you want to do me a fucking favor, basically, which, you know, relation at the end of the day is, then I don't really want you to, you know, get overcharged more than absolutely necessary because pain in the ass. So I'll give you options, also extra options, yeah. Because basically I think the pizza thing is set up for bits. Is it set up for bits? Pretty sure. Yeah, because I actually do need to make this into different donations. But you can also do it through Streamlabs. And if you do it, then half of your Streamlabs donation will also be added to the general goal of whatever we are achieving there. So, you know, so I have some extra motivation to not engage the bit nonsense as much as possible. Not really a fan of that. Because I said, you know, I don't really like the fact that Twitch tries to make some money off of you when you are, technically speaking, not trying to do something, anything for that matter for Twitch, but you're actually doing something for me, so, yeah. Call it my own way of being egotistical. Which is why, Streamlabs. You get half of your shit added to whatever shit we're doing. Look on the bright side. Read something. I'm probably, now that I've talked all of that through, there was anything else? Let me actually recapture in my head. No, I don't think so. But yeah, basically, that is the end all be all. Ah, don't worry, you know. It's a festivity. You can drink as fast as you want. What's the worst that could happen? You fall asleep? Yeah. Now then, back to explaining to Viconia how children are made. Even gods do it the very same way, mind you. Although their proclivities might be a bit more out there. I mean, in most of the pictures I've seen of him, Bal is kinda, because, you know, he's a former mortal, depicted as a mortal as well. Now imagine you being a small little mortal, where I got, but still, you know, basically in the body of a small little mortal, you go up to a dragon, go like, hey, what the fuck? The dragon is like, do you have the equipment? I mean, it's a good question, isn't it? But then again, as has been proven by the past, you know, where there is a will, there's a way. Zeus has proven this most definitively by his own love quests, and then the next love quest, and the next love quest, and the next love quest. Where there is a will, there's a way. Very profound words in this particular area. Life indeed finds a way. I still don't know how precisely it found a way, but it did. Considering that he literally, basically, you know, I mean, I guess he just drew a size chart and went like, okay, let's start with a gnome and work our way up. At some point, Bal arrived at the dragon and went like, a challenge. Just what I was looking for. The gods. But strange, strange creatures they are. Now then, yes, I was raised in Candlekeep on a Grange by hand. Now here I am. Human unpaced interests me no more. Ah, thank you. You kinda asked me though. Then here's a passing acquaintance. Tell me of your struggle with your half-brother. Which, please, you were right there, then and there, when we killed my half-brother, most profanity. I took his life, and in doing so, I restored peace and stopped the conflict with him. Like Zuri of the Three Musketeers. Ah. All it needs is a fedora. I mean, never been a fan of the fedora as a hat as in any shape. I mean, that's a nice hat. I have a nice hat. A nice wool hat. Pretty nice thing, especially in the winter when it's cold outside. Makes your hat all nice and warm. Pretty sweet. But yeah, the more 1700s musketeer sort of wide-brimmed hat. It's pretty cool. If you have, you know, the right costume to pull it off, and of course, yeah, I will say a rapier would also probably help along. A rapier to pistol, to be precise, would be an ideal combination in this case. Looks pretty damn snazzy, if you tell me. Also gives you that nice moment where you can go like, aha! Shoots him in the face while he draws his sword. Well. What's the fate of nations you're concerned, or was the conflict far more personal? Perhaps only one sibling could live to carry on the family name? I mean, that's kind of how the deal is, actually, isn't it? And that the name was meant for each of us, but it is in the past now. And in the past is part of the future. I think somehow that you've scaled the barest part of your fate. That's only my opinion. Fair enough, little Vicky, fair enough. Now then, what are we gonna do next, actually? We are going to, do two things, precisely. Gives me an idea. Hold my beer. I mean, pretty hard to hold your beer, but I could start holding my own beer. When is it? I don't know, it's just 1 in the afternoon. Seems to be a fair point, you know, a very fair point. Well, I'm probably gonna drink a nice, simple pills, because I have it around. One of my more favorite brands. It was once considered a premium beer, and not any longer considered a premium beer, but they're still basically just making the same very unique tasting beer, but it's cheaper now than it was in the past. Basically, I'm paying a lot less for just the name, and I'm still getting the same beer, so pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Actually, how the fuck is this going to work out? I don't actually fucking remember. We also do need to do a bit more here. I mean, I have like 20 beers left, because I had brought myself a nice crate full of it. 20 big beers. That's more than enough to last me quite a while, because I can't actually drink that much these days. Oh well, oh well. How are we gonna do this actually? Yeah. Okay, so first I kinda would like to find out what actually is the conclusion of that quest. Side, where are you? There's the right tab. Baldur's Gate side. Let's go here then and go like in this veil. There it is. Volkalia with some fin. Kwas. That's a word and a half. Quite clearly a word and a half. Idle hands, that is the quest. So just body of these and demand to have to go back. Finally given to them. Duma cave. Let's get away by gibbering. Where do we go on it? Okay. But I had the Duma cave then. Any of those would have been housefish. I have no idea what a housefish would even supposed to be, because that would literally translate to home fish. And what the fuck would that be? Like a fish that you keep in your aquarium at home or something? Heimbeer, however, makes more sense, because that would be a homebrew beer. That is actually reasonable. Then again, to just remind you, we do have the Reinheitsgebot, which means that you can only call a beer as long as it only consists of these 3 agreed upon ingredients. Everything else does not actually qualify, call itself a beer. Interesting enough. Malt, sugar, water. Yeah, that's rather important. But then again, you know, considering how limited we have presented the options for what you can put in, we still ended up with like, how many beer brands at this point? 100 plus? But yeah, there's it's actually the same with a lot of Alkoholiker, where we have the concept of Verschnitt, basically, which is what happens when you take something that is, for example, supposed to be corn, and you make it out of leftovers, basically. Kinda interesting. Oh, run from the dragon! Run before it kills us all! I don't feel well. Yeah, you're piss drunk. And you're fighting a diseased Girling.